on Global Abundance Organization television, and this is Abundance Show. And look who's with us, Nathan Raymond, and he's got amazing stuff for you guys to get benefit and get him connected with you, and you connect with him, and let's see what today's offer he has. Nathan, over to you.
Hello, Zafar. Thank you very much for connecting with me today. I'm so happy to be speaking with the Chamber of Commerce, okay? Because the Chamber of Commerce has a role that it can play. Now, the Chamber of Commerce, I think, would like to have as many members as possible. So this Japan exchange is designed for the Chamber of Commerce to get more members. So let's start with the question, why should I become a member of the Chamber of Commerce? Now, some businesses, they do this the first year, but then the second year, they ask you, do you want to renew your membership? Well, with us, that shouldn't even be a question, because the Chamber of Commerce has the ability to be the epitome of, well, let's say marketing, okay? But we're talking about not just marketing, spending money marketing. We're talking about how to have an organic, beneficial presence. Now, we're going to look at, the community, right, as a relationship between business and customers. And I think businesses, right, but the new technology we're creating through my social media marketing campaign, okay, it then really, it creates this mutual beneficial relationship between the people in the community and the businesses. Now, when the Chamber of Commerce is connected with us, okay, then the Chamber of Commerce doesn't have to do anything. They just have to have join me with a social media marketing platform where the members of the Chamber of Commerce and the members of our Japan exchange can just simply, share their information. Okay. Now, the community and the businesses, we're collaborating, and the Japan Exchange is saying, look, if you can have this collaboration of your local business and your local people, then Japan students, we want to visit your country. And, but I am here in Japan, and I'm saying, yes, this is something impossible with Japanese people. So I am creating a remote work agency. Now, just remote work agency just saves you from having to understand all of this stuff. I'm just the middle person between people who are looking for a job and businesses who are open to marketing, okay? And well, they're opening to marketing because of the way we're presenting them with this Japan exchange, where everybody can be an entrepreneur by just, what I'm doing in my Japan exchange is I am in Japan, Minokamo Gifu. I have 12 categories of stakeholder. I share these 12 categories of stakeholder just to introduce my town and the surrounding business. And when you come to Japan, so actually, before you come to Japan, right now, online, your remote work is just to get to know my location. And based on those businesses, there's these customers in Japan they're connected to that we're calling you on a speed meeting event. And when you come on the speed meeting event, well, you are going to actually, share your information with people about where you're from. And if you just do that, then it's going to lead to the next steps we need. So that's why right now, this opportunity that we have all these remote workers at Rihan School, we need to point them to something to say, hey, let's do this right now. We need people. And me, it's like, oh, I have so many Japanese people that they need a one-on-one conversation with someone. Now, if we just have, meet each other in this way of, we're an exchange program, right? We're study abroad because we're doing ambassador training. We're going global, not so specific because it's just becoming interconnected. But for all of us to be interconnected, we have to establish our connections. So that's why, you have your, if someone just wants to be a freelancer, then this gets us into something that's already going instead of having to start your own thing. But this, so this Japan Exchange channel, I wanted to show this video to the Chamber of Commerce that I have. So let's see, when I get on this channel and I go to my videos, okay, I have a training. No, that's the wrong button. Sorry about that, everyone.
It's okay.
No, come on. Here we go. Yep. So I'm trying to, this is my, so anyway, see, I have my videos here. Okay. So the museum experience.
Yes, now we're on the floor at the Mazak.
Nathan, I mean, let's
Looking at,
let's go back
Yes.
to Japan Exchange and Chamber of Commerce.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Chamber of Commerce. Here we go. So my videos, Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce
I think I hit
video,
the
yeah.
wrong button again. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
that the
Chamber
audience
of Commerce.
Yeah. Let's complete that Chamber of Commerce first.
Yeah. I'm looking for the videos. Almost getting there.
Yeah, sir.
Now this, the last.
Right in the search
Yeah,
bar.
it just takes time. It's slow. Yeah. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Search.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
See.
It's okay. Take your time. Yeah, that's cool. That's what I want to say. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not showing my
Okay.
video. It's here. I gotta go back. I'm almost there.
Okay.
I have
Take
a
your time.
part
Take your
where
time.
I have the 12 categories of business experience that here we go. Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Here we go.
people, how you doing? Nathan Raymond, and now we're talking about number 10, right? Chamber of Commerce. So one of your revenue streams will come from you visiting the Chamber of Commerce in a location, and you bring with you a network of people from Japan who want to do an internship in an English-speaking environment, and the Chamber of Commerce has a lot of members who are businesses of the community that can allow these Japanese travelers to go somewhere and have an experience. And so that's so important that there's an actual, company, actual place to go, people to see. This is something that we can organize for Japanese people coming to our communities. But if we didn't do it, they wouldn't be able to have this inside access introduction. So all the things that we're asking people to do, they're just simple. But if you don't pay attention to it, you won't do it. So we're specifically communicating each section of category that we need access to, and one of them is the Chamber of Commerce, so that we can talk to the people at the Chamber of Commerce. We could not only introduce interns, but then we're playing it up for the businesses that what do they get the benefit out of welcoming one of our interns? And the benefit they get is digital transformation, meaning that they're going to create a digital solution, an information-based solution to overhaul their business's current operations, so they could cut costs and they could create new revenue streams. And they can also utilize the power of influencers, right? People sharing their urban data And us with the Japan Exchange is that we have our own information-based sharing system that can be number one in helping countries and companies or in people around the world and communities. So we want to be part of this. So once again, Chamber of Commerce is one of our revenue streams. You meet them, tell them you're a representative of the Japan Exchange, and introduce them to me. And we'll talk to them. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's cool.
飲食店、美容院、各種サロンなど店舗経営をされている方、
Sorry about that. Sorry.
学習、塾、語学、書道、音楽などの3年以上やられている方、今日の内容を必見。
Once, I mean,
torture me
once I
sometimes.
ask you to, I need to connect with the English-speaking Japanese for a podcast. Did you do anything regarding that?
No. Well, you see, the important thing, I do not know why I cannot get. All right. The important thing is that we have the people. Okay. So anyway, it's not just me that wants the Chamber of Commerce. It's Jetro that wants the Chamber of Commerce. You see? So your Chamber of Commerce can benefit from Jetro, but somebody has to tell them about Jetro. So Jetro spends money to market their organization. But if your people in Pakistan have not heard of Jetro, then the reach of Jetro does not extend to Pakistan at the current moment. But my talking to you is what's needed alongside Jetro's voice. But they don't know that. But they will know it if I can introduce your Chamber of Commerce to Jetro, but your Chamber of Commerce will connect to Jetro only if they happy to talk to me. So, it's like you have to prove, I'm representing myself. And then if we can be good with that Chamber of Commerce, now your Chamber of Commerce, to my experience, usually they sometimes are doing nothing. You have to understand they just get a lot of money, but they don't have the information. And what's needed is information and receptive connectivity and alerting, notifications, taking information and helping people to see it from our point of view where we see an opportunity. They're not in that world because they're operating in 2.0. So we're operating with 3.0. And that's what an app is. That's what our remote team is. We offer that connectivity that they're not getting that helps them tap into a whole world of e-commerce and Facebook and, go beyond the communication to people's decisions being transformed into part of something that in time is going to become an asset versus how current operations that are functioning where they're liabilities. Okay, so that's why I launched the website. I launched it because we can't just talk about this. We got to put stuff into action. We have something to put everything into action, but people have to know that we're for real. So someone has to be the leader to talk to somebody, and you have to charm and disarm. Now, I'm not just talking to the Chamber of Commerce. I'm being introduced by Zafar. So you see the people that are introducing you, your reputation precedes you. Now, if I have a good conversation with this Chamber of Commerce, now all of a sudden that endorsement allows me to connect to universities, connect to nonprofits, connect to all the 12 categories of business that I created for you that now you can show people, because seeing is believing, and you can't talk about this. You need to say as little words as possible and just give them what you know is going to trigger a reaction, because that's what people do with programming, but we need to do it socially to turn ourselves into automation agents. And, it's tech support, but not tech leadership. So this has to happen in the human world. So I am a mind virus. I am a virus. I am a mind hack. Now, when I get into networks, I accelerate them. And people don't want their networks accelerated, or unless they do want their networks accelerated. So I got to go to the right people, the right systems. Now, Rihan school students, they accept it because they're trying to grow. But these 2.0 businesses, they're not trying to grow, but they're dying because they cost money for cybersecurity. We don't cost money for cybersecurity because we're doing what the internet was intended to, which is to share. That's why it costs money for cybersecurity. But what we're doing, it's acceleration. So, we need hackers who now know we are getting to the people. So we're having speed meeting events. But don't fear what I'm saying. This is just marketing system. This is the way of social media marketing where our speed meeting events, it accelerates people in a way that educational institutions can't. And a lot of jobs, companies are turning away graduates from those educational institutions because now the needs of companies have changed. Companies need people who can get them traffic off social media. Now, I'm saying that if you have students on your side, 20 people, and they can get on a speed meeting event with Japanese people, this is that type of marketing that eventually turns into really successful social media campaigns. And they're deeper than just simply paying money. So we are not just paying money. We're going for that authenticity, but people know if you get on a speed meeting event, we're going to launch you as an ambassador. So, the communication I made, right? Become an international ambassador. Are you ready to connect with the global community and become an international ambassador? Join our exclusive online events and unlock the door to a world of opportunities. Share your local insights. We are building a network of individuals who share their local information. By contributing your knowledge, you enable others to remotely view your location and gain valuable insight. Powering AI for travel. The information we gather is used to feed an advanced AI system that calculates travel schedules. Your contributions directly impact the future of global travel and accessibility. Benefits of collaboration. Here are some of the benefits of becoming an international ambassador. Connect with a diverse global network. Share your local knowledge with the world. Contribute to cutting-edge AI technology. Unlock international features, opportunities, enhance your personal and professional growth. How to get involved. Join our next online event to learn more and start your journey as an international ambassador. Topics of discussion. Introduction to the international network. Sharing local insights and remote viewing. AI and the future of travel. We look forward to connecting you with building a stronger community, international community together. so
That's amazing. That's very powerful. People are going to connect.
Yeah, so we want to track the community, right? Global numbers. And if we do this, then the Chamber of Commerce doesn't have to do anything because we are going to be asking for access to business as an educational experience, as a remote view. But companies just show what you're comfortable with. It doesn't need much. We mainly want to know the people, right? Like who started the company, just something to say hi. That's all, and our imagination and the fact that you collaborate with us, allowing us to accelerate, to incubate, to become international ambassadors of our community that's representing let us represent you to other countries, okay? But let's get together. Let us establish ourselves as heroes of this generation when we took the opportunity right now when the education was young. Oh, when typical education institutions, they're focused on 2.0. And we said, hey, the future is 3.0 and we're going to do it. So, just being that type of person, and but if we're already students of Rihan School and we're already like that. See, that's why we need to already we're in alignment where anybody who hears the call and gets into our vibration, we grow stronger and stronger, and we are that more receptive connectivity in your location. See, we need our own server and to organize the speed meeting events. And, if you can just do that in your location, and we're doing that, I'm doing the same thing in Japan, and we're doing the same thing in New York, and the same thing in India, and the same thing so the more countries join us, and that's the website I created. It's called Natrix Inc. Natrix. So, but I spell N-A-Trix. So it's Nate, but we say the Matrix, but this is the Natrix because it's Nate, but it's my matrix. But
this is Nathan's matrix. Natrix. Yeah, I got you.
See, all of us will be our own matrix, and that's what decentralized is, where we create this community where we're self-sufficient, but as soon as you have the pattern, the code, now you go and form your own community, and then that's in the same code, so our communities can collaborate with each other. So there's no, it's the opposite of now where you have the central control and people do not go against. So, it's speed. Right now we want speed. So I'm also, I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to inherit 1 million licenses of a software called Dashnex, where every month I'm getting like more licenses. So I launched this website using this technology so I can host a person. If I take a person and they use one of my licenses, they get an e-commerce platform, they get a website, they get an offer page, but we're all part of the same e-commerce store essentially. But our store can sell travel, our store, they get it through our conversation, but since we're the one that was talking to them, right, we get the credit for it. So, but we don't think about it. It's passive, it's like, so you just turn it into, people are so happy because they're having the best conversations. And the Chamber of Commerce, they have that pride that they know that they were the ones that said to themselves, like, oh, we need to take the Chamber of Commerce into the next generation and lead the charge of how the prestige of the Chamber of Commerce. It's a chamber. It is something that your imagination, it conjures a high level of what? So that's why, right, we need our imaginations as humans to create, to then take our idea and put it onto something that then is rooted in integrity in a way that now others can. But so that is the challenge. Obviously, people have an idea and there's something that's not just an idea, a reality. And there's that gap in between. And how short can that be? For me in Japan, it's been 30 years. So now if it just happens that you could one night hear, speak with, this, next you create your brand, next you get on a speed meeting event, you've launched your brand in 3 days. That took me 30 years. And so that, that all of us can do this. Pick a time in your life that you had a challenge, you overcame it. And now when we are going out meeting new people, when we talk to people and find out what is their challenge now, when they have a same challenge, then we now are ready to offer them our solution. Now, that's what I do with Japan. My challenge was, as a foreign person, I wanted to connect with Japan. Very vague, but now I've done that. And now it's, now I have that challenge. Now I can sell you my solution. So, so it's consistent with the platform, but all of us in our lives will answer this. That's why we're telling your story. Let me tell your story. Everything up until now is your story, but now that we communicate as the Japan Exchange and we're connected to the communities through the Chamber of Commerce, we write the next chapters of your story. Come on now. This is a game changer of mind, okay? Because your impact is felt, okay? You are, and regardless, your courage to show your face was the thing, because that's it. Some people are not showing their information, their face. And it's like now showing your people want to connect to a real person. They don't understand this robot. They don't understand this. So how can we personalize and really connect people and accelerate them and tap people into a better way? They're just better than they are now, and I know all of you listening have this tech support ability that every American, the average person, not just the person that can't, has a problem with their Amazon account, calls tech support for that. Okay, just the everyday person before a person, the preventative medicine, right? So an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Okay, so let's meet people where they are right now. Obviously, we're all coming from a time in the world where people may not be okay psychologically, right? How much do we see people complaining? Imagine you just are able to right now, us, start this dialogue that we're in this positive realm and we're really spreading out. And when people are confronted with what we're doing and the truth of it, they can't stay mad, because the thing that's making them mad is just like the news, something they heard. It's not their real experience, okay? If you get on a speed meeting event with 20 Japanese people, you will be transformed, okay? Because you're just going to develop these relationships, right? Like, whoa, like you just don't expect.
And Nathan, and when are you getting me to these Japanese people? I mean, I'm eager seeing them.
Exactly.
Talking to them, and
Right.
one more thing. I just saw your reel this morning, and you were talking about Green Light Festival that kicking start in a day or two, like in probably 23rd of same month, and this will go for 2 months. This is amazing. I mean, I just can you go through? If you, since I've got last 2 minutes. So can you speak a bit about this, and so that how can any people from the world can benefit out of this festival?
So me too. This is something I'm first hearing about. But if they say Green Life Festival, it means there's going to be life technologies, or I'm going to go there, see for the next. See, I could go there. I could take video of that event. You could see something that you might think is a good event. And just because I made that video, that's something you could now mobilize sponsors, mobilize people to actually come travel. And if you go to our airport and the immigration officer says, "Why are you here?" and you say, "There's a Green Life Festival in Minokamo," and you can get in because you have a real purpose, destination, and but
and one more thing. Can you connect me to the organizer, because I am also holding a summit here in Pakistan. That's Pakistan Abundance Summit, and it's first of its nature in this part of the world, because in your USA, Peter Diamandis
Right.
used to do this, and it was 30th of his Abundance Summit in Beverly Hills, USA, and he is doing an amazing job there. I mean, he himself is it's one man army, and it's not the government, not the government organizations, but he himself, he is kicking billions of dollars business, and he's calling entrepreneurs, tech people, all professionals, the business persons, and they come and they live there for 5 days, and this is amazing training, amazing
Amazing.
networking, and he himself is an amazing person, and he works on mindset, and he changes like in an enchanter. He's a magician. I mean, though he's a medical doctor, and he's an amazing person. He's my teacher. I've taken a 30 days mindset boot camp, and he changes person altogether, 180
There you go.
degree. I mean, you think one. I mean, I was a person. I was dead man. I mean, I was waiting for it to be buried. I mean, though I was alive. I mean, I was just, I mean, inhaling, and I was doing things. I mean, eating everything. I mean, going around, but I was almost dead person. I I've
Definitely.
taken his course, and again, Rihan himself is an amazing person. He put me back to track. Okay, I want really you to be part of that festival and enjoy that festival. See people, have more
Yeah.
connections in your network there, and I
Definitely.
really want. I love to see the organizers. I like to learn from the event, because
Right.
I also intend to hold same this Pakistan Abundance Summit or the Pakistan Abundance Festival, because these festivals, or maybe it could be like green light. I mean, but I mean, the people from all walks of life gonna come in.
Right.
They'll be all professionals from also. I mean, there's no restriction for any summit or abundance or any festival. The people who come. This
See,
could be
so
a good,
that's
yeah.
why we need a large way of describing. So Digital Nomad Summit, you can have all sorts of industries there. But if it's a
Okay,
green life
okay,
summit,
Nathan,
right?
why don't you? I mean, I am kicking start Pakistan Housing Summit. This will be first summit online. I mean, you see, I'm working on this, and I was I mean, this morning, uh, probably in a week's, or maybe at the max 2 weeks time, this coming Saturday, or maybe the next one, I'll be holding something on housing, as I already requested you. So why don't you do this? You are in fact nomad. You coming from New York and living in Japan for 30 years now, and you were 14 when you joined Japan. I mean, why don't you do connect all your people and ask them to join you on a summit? So I also asked my people to join all together. We have the Japan nomad professionals, be their
For sure,
teachers,
for
be,
sure.
yeah, I mean,
Yep.
just
Yep.
take yourself a week, maybe next week. I mean, under the, I mean, Pakistan Abundance Summit, person of the Global Abundance Organization. I am person of Global Abundance Organization. You're also person of Global Abundance Organization, and you want to also network. And since you are representing Japan and USA, so I'll be helping you, my part of the world, my connections, my networking, whatever people I have here. I'll
Definitely.
be asking them to join, and then you do it from your part of those. So when the people can connect together, I mean, this could be amazing, and this will be phenomenal change, and you'll
Yes.
be
Yes.
having exponential business, I suppose. So I mean, if
Yeah.
it
Well,
doesn't resonate here,
and that's what my website is that when we attract those Japanese people, it's because we're having a speed meeting event. So please invite your people so I can just talk to them and have a talk with them, because if I just say the thing, it's the same thing like with Japanese people. When we are interviewing a Japanese person and they can just say what they're doing, then the people who are listening they all have their own idea how they contribute, and then
Okay.
so they just need to
That's
listen
cool.
to what. Yeah, I'm saying.
Thank
and
you
then
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nathan. I have to run because
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you so much, Safar.
when you
Yep.
take it, yeah.
Great
So
to
this
talk
is
to you.
my time is sold, and from 9 to 5:30 with a break. I
Yep.
mean, I can talk and break, but I mean, since my time is sold from government of Pakistan, I work for an organization here. So thank
Yeah.
you so much. See you next time, and I'll be looking forward to a friend. I mean, who can help
it.
you fix your website. Okay.